Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview May 15th, 2015 on a Friday, the end of our trading week, but we have plenty of trading to do as we have a full day ahead. As I do this video during the Asia session. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, before we get started, got a lot to talk about today. Got some currency pairs to look at, a little bit of data coming out, not too much, pretty light data day today on a Friday, so it's pretty much a technical day. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let me introduce myself. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series and also the Friday wrap-up. So after the New York close, I'll be reviewing about 16 daily charts and looking forward to and seeing what could be happening next week. So I started trading in the year of 2006. 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I took a 3-month holiday to Thailand in 2008. Well, I'm still here. Absolutely loving Thailand, and it is absolutely gorgeous outside today. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and very hot. Traders, I do trade every single day. I'm in the markets, I'm listening to fundamentals, I'm watching charts, I'm looking for probabilities and opportunities to trade and having the percentage for me to win the trade on my side. So I pay a lot of attention to what's going on during the trading day. Traders, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is a risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head over to the news. What happened at the close? A lot of green. I see a lot of green. The US 30 closed up 1.06%. The S&P 500 closed up 1.08%. The NASDAQ was up 1.39%. And the Russell 2000 was up 1.07%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed positive 1.84%. The FTSE 100 closed positive 0.34%. The CAC 40 closed positive 1.36%. And the Eurostoxx 50 closed positive 1.37%. Pretty good day, a lot of green. Let's take a look at countries that are currently trading over in Asia. The Nikkei 225 is up 0.48%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is up 0.38%. The Shanghai is in the red at negative 0.65%. And the Hang Seng is also in the green at positive 0.29%. And the Kospi, unfortunately, is in the red at negative 0.53%. And that gives you your Asia indices of what's going on there. What do we have as far as the calendar goes today? Really very lackluster day. The big news is that we have Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda speaking in the Asia session. So please watch out for that. London is absolutely, there's nothing going on in the London session. We have in the New York session, we have manufacturing sales month-to-month out of Canada. And then later in the New York session, we have prelim UOM consumer sentiment coming out of the U.S. And that will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, it's a pretty lackluster day here as far as news goes. We do have the Empire State Manufacturing Index, which is a medium impact event. However, it could move the market. You might want to keep an eye out for that. That comes out at the same time as Canada. Traders, I have to tell you, I looked at the charts there. I've been up for many hours trying to analyze these charts, and I'm going to tell you something. When you see them, you're going to agree with me. You're not going to like them. Charts really look bad today. Really, really look bad. And that was probably because of all the bank holidays yesterday in the London session, and there was low volatility. And wow, you got some wild charts coming up. So let's get moving and let's take a look at some 60-minute Forex charts. And as usual, we're going to start with the euro dollar. Traders, the euro dollar is still bearish on the daily chart. Do not take this as we have a change of trend. We do not have a change of trend. It needs to take out some significant levels yet before I would consider it a bullish pair. It is still a bearish pair. And you can see how New York took it all the way down yesterday. Asia was flat. London took it up. New York took it down. And here we are today. So, this is a bearish pair. I put a resistance line on there. That resistance line is from the daily chart. Okay, that's just a level of resistance from the daily chart. So I'm looking for a break of this trend line. I want to sell this at 1.1353, and we'll take profit about the 200 exponential moving average at 1.1240. Pretty easy trade plan. Just need to break this trend line. It's a valid trend line. It's a 3-touch trend line. So, but I want to sell this. I do not want to buy the euro dollar into a daily resistance level, right? We want to sell at resistance and buy at support. All right, let's take a look at the pound. Pound absolutely did nothing yesterday. Absolutely did nothing yesterday. So we're looking hopefully to get a pullback to the 618 at 1.5744 and to take profit at 1.5918. Will that happen? We'll see. It is a Friday, but anything can happen. But the pound has been pretty much sideways for the last 2 days. So we'll see what's going to happen. I want to buy this, right? We don't want to sell this. The pound is a bullish pair, and we just want to buy the pound. So, the pound doesn't like giving pullbacks. Hopefully we'll get some kind of a pullback and then a boost up. If we don't get the pullback and it just goes above the 100% level, you know what? And you get a bullish candle, enter the trade and get out at 59.18, somewhere in that area, and make some pips. Traders, to be honest with you, I would put on your scalping hat today, and I would just be scalping for 10 or 15 pips and get out of these trades quick, even if you have to enter 3 or 4 of them. But just get in and get out. I wouldn't hang out with these trades today. Take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie gave us, 2 up days, and now we're back down to the bearish mode. And of course, if you look at the daily chart, it's extremely bearish. So the Aussie remains bearish. I just want to see this go below the trend line at 0.8037, and we'll take profit at 0.7976 at the 200 exponential moving average. If it breaks that, we have a nice wide open space to the downside. We can really make some pips if this breaks that. Don't know if that's going to happen. I know what you're all saying, and that is, William, that last candle is on your trend line. And you're absolutely correct. I really don't like to use the last candle as part of my 3-touch trend line. And you're absolutely correct. But there was no other way to set up a trade plan here. Couldn't fib it, right? So, we just want to sell this. I just want to sell it. But I needed some way to mark how we're going to sell it. And it's got to break this area of support. And if it breaks it, I think we have a nice trade. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. This thing is all over the place again. It's above the 200 exponential moving average. Traders, if you go to the daily chart, this is bearish. The Euro Aussie is extremely bearish. Bearish, bearish, bearish. I've given you 2 entries. The main issue is that at the 200 exponential moving average at 1.4086, we have the 200. Price is above that at 1.4162. If you wanted to enter there, where we are now, you can enter short and just be prepared that at the 200 you're going to get a bounce, and hopefully you'll be break even by then anyhow, and even in profit. The other option is, which I prefer, is wait till it breaks the 200 exponential moving average and enter this at 1.4042. So we have 2 entry levels that we can get into this Euro Aussie. We'll just have to see what happens when London opens. But I have to be honest with you, I don't expect a lot out of London today. The Euro Yen is bullish, and what we want to see here is we want to see a pullback to the 651.8, and we'll take this to the upside to 137.52. It's really did very well. It went up yesterday in London, came down in New York, then it's sideways now in Asia. So we'll see how this goes. But the trade plan for today is I want to buy this. But remember, we have the Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda speaking, which can totally change this whole trade plan. So be aware of that. Before the London Open, check your charts, because he speaks almost 4 hours before the London Open. And that can be, this chart can totally change, either bullish or bearish. So please check the chart before you enter the trade. I would not enter it now, that's for sure. Here's a New Zealand dollar. New Zealand is below the 200 exponential moving average. Daily chart, it's bearish. Even though it's ugly, the daily chart, it is still bearish. I put a support level there at 0.7391. That's where I want to take profit. And I want to enter at about 0.7434 in that area. Even if it's a little bit higher, that's okay. If you get a bearish candlestick formation, go ahead and take it down. My fear is that I do this video during Asia, and London's going to come around, and this is going to be above that 200 exponential moving average. If that happens, this trade is nil and none. You're going to have to reevaluate this pair and see what you want to do. If it stays below the 200, the trade plan is good, and we have a nice wide open space, I got to be honest with you, so I'm really hoping that it works, and we'll clear down to support, again, at that 0.7391. Nice trade if it works, but I'm fearful that this is going to bounce up above this 200 before London. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining us this week. We had a full trading week, quite adventurous, I have to say. Traders, if you would, come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, don't forget we have the Friday wrap-up today after the New York close. I'll be reviewing about between 10 and 16 daily charts to see what we have in the week ahead. Traders, have a safe trading day, and my advice for you today, traders, is put on your scalp hat, grab your 10 or 15 pips, and get out of your trades. Don't hang out in trades today. Doesn't look good to me. Looks like a shaky day. So be careful, traders, be careful. Traders, have a great 2-day break. Spend time with loved ones, friends, and family, and we will catch you in the next Asia session. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Take care now, and bye-bye.